Well, hello everyone. In today's video, I wanted to try some cabbage dyed paper and fabric. And so what I've done is I have halved one red cabbage, and in a pot I have put 2 quarts of water, and then in another pot I put another 2 quarts of water. I had watched another video, and you can change the color of the purple to a green by adding something that we all have in our kitchens. So I'm cutting this red cabbage into, maybe 1 inch or so sections, and then I'm going to put it over in the pot of water. And like I said, I have put 2 quarts of just plain water in both of the pots. So I have both pots going on the heat right now, and in one of them I am just going to take your standard baking soda that we all use to cook with, and I'm going to add 2 tablespoons to one of the pots. Apparently this changes the pH of the fluid and will change the color of the dye. You guys know I've been packing up, so I rearranged my kitchen. I got rid of a bunch of cooking things that I had in my house in California. Remember, I work in California, and I used to have an apartment in California and then my house here in Arizona. So I had double of everything, utensils, measuring cups, everything. So I got rid of a lot of it. But anyway, so now I'm going to bring this up to a slow boil, both of them, and then let them simmer for about an hour. So the cabbage has been cooking now for about 25 minutes, and that is the color of the one with the baking soda. And then over here is the plain red cabbage. It's turning out to be a really, really nice purple or lavender color. So I'm going to continue to let those cook and extract some of that beautiful color from that cabbage. Okay, they have been simmering for an hour, and so I've turned off the heat, and the one with the baking soda, look at that. Oh, the steam's coming up. Look at that beautiful green. So I'm going to let it cool down, and then this one, oops, sorry, I had to grab the other spoon because I didn't want to mix. But look at that beautiful deep purple. I'm sure when I go to strain it, the color is going to be even more magnificent. So we'll let this cool down, and we'll then start dyeing some paper. So the solution has cooled down, and I have a strainer over a measuring cup, and I'm just going to pour some of the cabbage through there, let it drain, and then I'm going to put it into a mason jar. Put that there, and we'll be able to see what a beautiful color that is. Now, if it's too dark for you, look at that green color. you could always add some water. So I'm going to finish straining this and maybe even get another mason jar and put some water in it and let that dilute a little bit so it's a little bit lighter green. Okay, let's strain the one that was just the red cabbage. Oh, isn't it gorgeous? What a beautiful, beautiful color of purple. Pour that into that mason jar so you guys can see. Oh, is that a gorgeous purple? Very, very nice. So besides the paper, I'm also going to dye some fabric and see how that turns out. So we'll go from there. So something very interesting has happened to the purple one. So when I first started dyeing the papers, you can see this is quite purple. It looks purple. And then I laid down for a nap for a couple of hours. And when I woke up and started dyeing, the paper is now blue. Now, I don't know if it's the different paper. I probably should have done another paper just like this with this design now and see if it comes out blue. But isn't that fascinating? Very interesting. All right, let's do a little reveal of some of the things that I did. So this was with the one with baking soda, the green. It didn't come out too well. This is an index card, and I used a stencil over it. All of these I used a stencil. This is a Tim Holtz stencil. And it's interesting how that came out a little bit blue. This image came out really well. This also one, it came out really well. I dyed one for my dragon journal. And these will fold over to be put into a signature. So you'll be able to see that side as one and that as another side. And then this is just the plain ones that I did prior to putting any kind of stencil. And then I did this one, and that one's interesting because that's tracing paper. And to me, that looks just like my coffee dyed paper. So that wasn't a big difference. And then now let's look at the purple ones. Now I did do a couple of doilies and they came out pretty good. Not too bad. This was just plain index card. Here, this one I put some a stencil over it, and I put a stencil over that one also. Here is a couple of pages. Now this one came out quite well. This is the tracing paper, and look at how nice and purple that is. But then again, exactly the same dye, it turned blue, and this is purple. So that was very, very interesting. Again, exactly the same container, bluish, and purple. It amazes me. Again, purple and blue, and I didn't do anything different. It may be the paper itself. And then this is the plain one. And because it kind of smells, well, it's not too bad of a smell. But I will do just like I do when I do my coffee dyeing. I will put this in a plastic bag with some of the little, sachet things that you can get at Dollar Tree, and that will make them smell really good. So this was fun. This was, I think, a really good experiment using red cabbage, and I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you next Monday. Thanks. Bye-bye.